Hello everyone and welcome to the second part of my Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. So, in the previous part we started our capital city Mandira and we didn't get that far in the previous part, in the first part, because I was talking about some basic mechanics that are different from Civ 5. So we just managed to pop a second explorer in this part. I would like to explore everything to the north and maybe start a second city. We'll see how far we'll be able to get, and we'll probably have to make some important decisions about our affinity. Maybe we'll have to start thinking about what victory type we'll go after. So let's start and we'll see how far we'll be able to get. By the way, if you watched the previous part and the volume seemed a bit low, I'm sorry for that. I've adjusted settings for my mic in this part, so hopefully it will be a bit better. And yeah, we can start. So let's try to get as far as we can. These guys will keep moving forward. I'm thinking about healing this guy before I move anywhere, but Brazilian explorer is coming. I would like to stay ahead of him. We have lost one resource pot to a random explorer, like one turn before we were able to pop it, so I don't want that happening again. I'll just move, hopefully. I'm not gonna regret this. And yeah, keep going. He'll go along the coast. Maybe I should stick really to the coastline to see further in the sea. I'll probably do that. And how does it look like here? One more turn for extra population. Do we have any good tile for that guy? I think these tiles next to the river should be fine. 2 food and something is more than good for unimproved tile. Okay, Mandira has grown. Good. Before I get to the city, let's check what's up here. Nothing super interesting so far. So let's hook this up. And how long for our All of Earth relic? Still 7 turns, so we can focus on exploring. Go, next turn.
You have discovered a station.
Here we go. Stations. Stations are basically like city-states, only good for establishing trade routes. They really can't do anything else. The only advantage of trade routes that are established to city-states is that they can give you an unusual combination of things you can get from a trade route. You have 2 types of trade routes here: internal, which can give you production and food, or external, that gives you energy and research. And this can't be changed. If you go to these outposts, there can be combinations like, I don't know, production and research, or you can get I don't know, food, money, and culture on top of that. So sometimes it's worth it going for the neutral city, but usually the later you are in the game, the more stuff you are getting from trading, either in between your cities or with AI cities. So later I usually completely ignore these stations, and actually the most important thing these things can do, and they often do it, is they block interesting tiles or city locations, because they can spawn very close to you. And it happened to me multiple times that they spawned exactly where I wanted my city. So I wouldn't be surprised too much if one of these new cities just spawned on this tile like 5 turns before I will be able to pop a city there. As I said, it happened to me multiple times, so I kinda expect that happening again. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's not gonna happen, and Let's just continue exploring. This guy didn't found anything. I'll try to avoid ending my turn in May as much as I can, but sometimes just can't. So hopefully it's not gonna end up with that explorer in the end. And what do we have? Quest here. Okay, when we came to this planet, we brought a number of plants from old Earth. Somehow, one of these plants has taken root inside of Mandira and turned it invasive. If left unchecked, it would convert the local environment into a more Earth-like ecosystem. Whether or not that is a good thing must be decided. Okay, and here we go. This is the first decision that is kind of important for like our direction, at least when we are talking about affinities. And I don't like this quest appearing so early. Definitely not decided yet which affinity I want to go with, and I already have to start the quest that I won't be able to change later. It's not telling me if I pick this that I have to go harmony. Just the quest line will be connected to harmony. So I would much rather have this, I don't know, like 50 turns later, where I would be able to do like decision that I really want to go with, not just picking something here and maybe later changing my mind. Um, yeah, what do we have around? To the north we have Phyrexiite and Floatstone. I'm probably not gonna expand much inland for quite a while, so that biomass that's there won't be available for quite a while, and I kind of feel like going either purity or supremacy. Yeah, I will go with ignore and at least have two options open. Later we will get like a next step in this quest where we'll have to decide between purity and supremacy, I think. But still, we at least will have two options. Okay, let's go like this. And because we have finished this, because we get 15 culture, which is actually good because that gives us enough to get our first virtue. Okay, virtues. Very similar to social policies. Only 4 basic trees: might, prosperity, knowledge, and industry. But each tree has a lot more virtues under it than you have in social policies in C5. The deeper you dig into one virtue tree, the more bonuses you get here, the more synergy bonuses you get, the more virtues you get from one tier, which is like tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, the more bonuses you get from synergy bonuses here. So it's not always like that early you are picking the first tier and you are trying to get to the third tier as fast as possible and then just take the strongest things down there. It happened to me that actually in the late game I was picking as many tier 1 virtues as possible to get this last synergy bonus for a free technology, which is pretty strong in the late game. So it's I would say a bit more interesting than social policies. But what are we gonna get? That's an interesting question because I want to expand quite rapidly. I think I will go with prosperity and try to get colony initiative as fast as possible for a free colonist. And once we have that, I will take workforce initiative to get a free worker. Um, That sounds like a good plan. I'll still want more than this one colonist, but at least it will save me some time building one. Same with the worker. Okay, and it will give us some growth, which is never bad. Good, let's go with this. And what else? Can we do anything here? No, we'll just end the turn and see what else we have here. I don't like this manticore coming to me as planning to go into this direction, but I don't want to accidentally pop a nest and then get killed. So maybe I'll just walk around somehow. Let's see what's here. Nothing super interesting. Maybe this ferric site here is actually good. Okay, how much is here? 2, 3, that's not that interesting, but 7 ferric site here, that's something I'll be interested in. Okay, when you look at the amount of ferric site everywhere, it looks more and more like we'll end up with supremacy. And what about our second explorer? You can't go on this tile, there is no miasma, so you'll be fine. Quests. Here is the second step, I think, right? Yep. The invasive plant has begun to spread, eliminating other resources from the surrounding land. However, the species has shown to be a great potential crop, as it grows faster and larger than it ever did on all Earth. Our scientists believe that through low-level genetic modification, the plant could be made to serve as either food or energy. We simply must decide which is more beneficial. And we will go with energy because that gives us some points towards supremacy. So let's go and accept. Anything interesting? Still 5 turns before we can do anything in the capital, so I'll just end the turn. What about you guys? Oh, a lot of aliens there. So maybe one step back. What about you? Hey, resource plot. Why not? Oh, and is that really Masma? I kinda missed that. Oh, come on. I'll take more damage. Well, it's not gonna kill that guy, but I usually like to avoid that as much as I can. Okay, let's go in this direction. You will pop this science again. Well, why not? And we are done with chemistry.
Resources shared among a handful of people. We're gonna make a fortune here.
Okay, good. So that's one thing. And oh, what? Energy again? Have I missed something? Have we finished some quest? Well, that's kind of wasted because we had no research queued up. Well, okay, it happens. And here we have to decide what's gonna be our next technology. I kinda want to go genetics fast because I want to grow, and we will have problems with health. So Pharmalab with flat +2 health seems to be like a good idea. Plus site and nursery, which is even more health. Um, Usually go in genetics quite early, so I will do that again. I think nothing else feels that important. Um, if we didn't have resources revealed, I would consider maybe engineering to reveal titanium, but we already have that, so I guess genetics will be the next step. Um, and so let's just keep going. How long? 3 more turns and 9 turns before we grow. Okay. Oh, more resources. Good. And here, anything interesting along the coast? Don't think so. Just more aliens. No, it's not that bad. Sometimes you really can land in the middle of wilderness where you will have aliens everywhere and it's almost impossible to move with your explorers. Here it's kind of fine for now. More ferric site. That's probably too far away. So what do we have here? Oh, culture. Good. So we almost have next virtue. Just really good. And here we go.
I may
Finally.
be able to assist you.
This is what I'm looking for. Crashed satellite. That's where we'll need our expedition. So I'll move there next turn and start the expedition there. It will take a few turns before we dig up the remains of the satellite, but it's definitely worth it. There are like 4 or 5 types of these sites. From satellites, we can either get a satellite which we'll repair and we'll be able to launch, or we will probably get, I think it's production, the second thing you can get from this. So maybe I will queue more things, make sure that no production is gonna be waste if we get that. And you'll just keep walking around. Okay. Oh, more stuff. Okay, so before we start the and here is alien skeleton, which is another uh, site. If you dig this up, you usually get a unit, alien unit. So well, I will definitely get the satellite. These alien units are not that good; they're quite weak. You can't upgrade them, so only really early in the game they can like protect your workers, things like that. But later, they just die randomly. Just the first attack usually. So definitely satellite is higher priority. Okay, production. Um, hmm. That's an interesting question. Still don't want to go for colonist. Before I go for colonist, I would like to build a recycler and trade depot for the extra production. So I think I'll start with trade depot, even though it's only one production. There is a quest connected to trade depot that can add +1 production, so we will end up with +2 production from trade depot, and it appears basically right after you finish the depot. So I will go with that, get the +2 production from it, and then I'll go for that recycler, and after that I'll go for colonist. At that time we will be definitely size 4, most likely 5, so we should be able to pop that colonist quite fast. Okay, sounds like a plan. What about this? Oh, more stuff here and more aliens. Resource pod is good, but these beetles, I'm a bit nervous about them. I'm not sure how long it will take before they'll be a bit more annoying. Okay, so far so good. You can give me,
You have finished
what's
construction on
this?
a unit
Basic
which can launch
satellite,
into
still
orbit.
from
To launch it,
resource point?
select the
Oh, why
unit,
not?
then click its Action
Okay, free
button.
solar
Once
collector.
launched, it
Well,
will have a
sure,
barrier
I'll take
effect on
that.
the tiles beneath
That's
it
a really
until
good
it
one.
deorbits.
Okay, and go back to that site and let's see what we have here. Energy, that's good as well because I'll be able to buy my first worker faster thanks to that. And where do I go? It looks like there's just a coast here, and I hope there is nothing on this tile. I kind of want to go in this direction, but you know what? I'll end up in Miasma no matter where I go. I'll just check this tile just in case. And here we can launch our satellite. How satellites works, you have a second layer in the game, orbit layer.
This is the
Um,
orbital view. It displays.
so when you launch a satellite, you just pick a tile where it will be hovering above, and depending on the range of the satellite, some area around that tile and the tile itself will get some bonus for this specific one. Every tile that's in the area under it will get +1 energy, and if a city is within that within the range, the city will get +20% +20% energy. So it's a really good idea to have your city in range, and I think I'll do it here because uh, the city is in range. This fiber is in range. I can't have both, so this looks good, and I will have these two tiles in range, and I will work both these river tiles, so almost all my work tiles will have the bonus. Okay, let's do it. And there we go. Here's the satellite, and blue zone is affected. You can see when I click the city that we are getting more energy, same you can see it here. This is actually a really good one. It almost doubled my energy income, and this early in the game. It speeds things up quite a lot. Now that the worker I want to buy will come really quite fast, like how long? 6 turns, something like that, 6-7 turns. So that's good. And it's about time to get a worker. I really need to start improving some tiles. Another virtue. Okay, let's get to that colony initiative as fast as possible through homesteading, 30% speed towards outpost growth. You will see what that means when we pop a second city. It doesn't start as a full city right away. There is a few turns where it kind of has to grow or because it doesn't get all the area around it instantly. It just starts with its own tile where it's positioned and one tile belonging to it, and then you have to like uh, during a few turns you will get all tiles around that outpost, and when you get all 6 you get a full colony. So this speeds up the process of getting those tiles around by 30%. So well, why not? Everything that saves us some time is good. And here, yeah, you'll start at expedition. Finally, will take 8 turns, and you will just reveal more territory. Really a lot of aliens here. I think there will be a nest somewhere here. Probably a good idea to avoid that. I don't want to pop more than I have to. Okay, go. Oh, derelict settlement. Okay, change of plans. I want that. I think I'm gonna lose my explorer. Uh, let's see, let's move closer, and there is the nest, sure, as expected. And because it's right next to it, if I move there, they'll kill me. Because I'd be too close to them. I have a feeling that they're gonna kill me anyway now. Hmm. Well, maybe I'll survive. I would like to get at least this resource pod. Okay, go. We'll see what's gonna happen. Oh, really? Sure. Let's just move away. Maybe move away one more tile so to make sure that they're not gonna be pissed because of me standing right next to their nest. And let's see now. Okay, I still can't take it because this stupid manticore. Oh, I can? I still have one move? Oh, sure. I thought that I was already in zone of control. I wasn't, so yeah, let's take it. 28 research. Well, why not? And yeah, the question is if I'll still survive and get away from there, or if they're gonna kill me already. Good, good, good. Just run away now. And he's grown, so this is hooked up, this is hooked up. So let's hook up this tile. Plus 14 now, which means next turn I'll be able to buy my first worker, which I'll definitely do. Okay, so let's end the turn. And now you just move away from that nest. You will continue with your expedition, and here I want to buy my worker. So next turn I'll be finally able to start improving tiles. And yeah, let's do it. Okay, I think that you'll start Well, doesn't really matter that much. I want to have those fibers first for the extra production. So I'll just start with this one. Oh, more resource pots. We are quite lucky with those. Okay, plantation, and she'll give me
You go to
more
war with the
stuff.
soldiers you have. Make sure
Really?
those are
Free
the
tech?
soldiers you want.
Seriously? Wow. That's really quite rare. Okay, it didn't save for me like the whole tech because we had already invested some turns into this, but still saved quite a few turns. Sure. Or did I just miss that we are so close to finishing that research that 28 beakers finished it? Maybe I was just too excited with that pop-up of a new tag. Maybe it was really just 28 beakers. But still, you get the tag, and we can pick another one. And here, what's that gonna be? Planetary survey is not that high priority for us. We don't really have to embark yet, and work barge is not that super important at the moment. Physics. Observatory isn't bad. We have some ferrixite around, but we don't really need it yet. We don't have that ferrixite in range. So this will be important once we get those secondary cities up and running. Production water tiles, petroleum we don't have. Alien preserve. This is extra level for purity, and we are most likely not going there. So not really interested in this. And these like secondary tags that always hide under the node, they cost a lot more than the node itself. So I'll probably go for those main tags first and then later return back. I think we'll end up with engineering, and after engineering going for computing. This will give us combat rover as mechanized melee unit. From computing we will get missile rover as ranged mechanized unit, which is good to have. And then maybe start working on our affinity a bit. Here we can get supremacy, here we can get supremacy. That's kind of good. Yeah, I think engineering into computing is the plan. Then we will see what we're gonna need. Okay. Anything else here? I think so. And here we go.
Your
That's
explorer has discovered something
that
wonderful.
expedition.
There are many more sites like this to investigate around the
Okay,
world. So
close.
you might want to.
That was plus 80 production. Someone else landed.
How
Here,
may the
CEO.
corporation serve you?
Okay, and where did you land? Was it here? Yeah, far, far away. Okay, so not gonna be a problem. And there is still one AI that has to land. So hopefully it's not gonna be like here, right where I want to expand. It's quite likely that there will be someone landing here because it's probably the largest uninhabited area. Fingers crossed. Also, here is a huge part of the map where there's no one. Come on, let me breathe and give me some room to expand. It'd be awesome to have like almost all of this for ourselves. Here, Franco Iberia will probably expanding in this direction as well, but it will take them some time to get all the way here close to that ferric site. Damn, this looks good so far. So I hope it stays. Okay. What else here? You have finished, and because you are done with your expedition, you should go home because you only can take one expedition module with you, and once you use it, you have to get into your city to grab another expedition module. For now, this guy is not able to explore more or do more expeditions. So you will try to get home somehow. And you know what? Maybe this guy can dig this up. It's not that good, but I still can take it better than leaving it for AI. Yeah, let's go there. Why not? What do you want? Oh, you have noticed that I've been hunting for salvage and artifacts near our territory. Oh crap! They don't like it. I really don't want to piss them off this early, so I think I will just tell them I'm gonna go somewhere else, and I will really do it. I'm not that interested in not interested in that skeleton there. Here we go. Slavic Federation is here as well now. Okay, so everyone is here and we have this whole part of the map basically for ourselves, for our expansion. Awesome, this is really good, at least we have somewhere to expand. So we'll see how we'll be able to take this advantage, and if it will help us. I hope it will. We have a lot of resources here. Everything maybe except petroleum, am I right? No petroleum for us. Uh, Here all the way north around Northern Pole there is some, but it will take us ages to get there. What do we have? Um, well, oh, here is some geothermal. Okay, so a lot of titanium, a bit of geothermal, and no petroleum. Well, for such a large part of the map, that's actually quite poor. But if we have at least that room for ourselves, so that's really good. So I really shouldn't complain. Okay, you'll keep going. Quest decision. What do we have? Yeah, these are those quests that are related to buildings. This is related to the Old Earth Relic, the culture building, and now we can choose if we want to have them for free, which is basically +1 energy per turn, or if we want them to give us 1 extra culture, making them +3 culture per turn. And that extra culture seems to me much stronger, so I definitely want to go with this. I want those virtues as fast as possible, so this will speed things up. And anything else? You can just end the turn. Okay, you buddy. We'll just explore this. You'll move away from that skeleton. I promised not to excavate there, so I will do as I said. Here is Maya's mind. I can't avoid that no matter what I do. Okay, so I'll just go there. You can end up on tile without miasma, so that's good. And end the turn. Okay, I will have to find a way home somehow. I hope I'll be able to go through here, that there will be a way how to go through these mountains and around aliens at the same time. There'll be a lot of them because of this nest here. Quest. What's this? Okay, this is a quest connected to trade depot. So either we get +1 production from trade depot or +1 energy from trade depots. So I will go with that extra production. I was planning it this way, so I'll just do it. What's here? Still nothing interesting. Yeah, it's close to the city, so I most likely won't find anything here. But it can happen that you will find those expedition sites close to cities that AI just had more than one and didn't have time to excavate all of them. Okay, what about you? How bad idea it is to just try to get home through here. Really bad. It's canyon here, mountains here, so I won't be able to go through these two tiles. And if I try this through this tile, I will end up right next to the nest and die. That sounds like a really bad plan. So let's just keep going south. Hope there is a better passage. Here, anything interesting? Just tundra and snow and oil. Okay, go. I see you have found value in the alien life on this planet as we have. Let us work together to shepherd these fascinating creatures and learn from them. Early in the game you are getting these messages quite often because it's highly unlikely that anyone would attack aliens this early. So right from the start it feels like everyone loves aliens, but most of the time it is just everyone is afraid to attack them that early. And yeah, this will change once we get to some military. Okay. Um, 6 floatstone, that's kind of interesting. But you can get a lot bigger stacks than 6. Geothermal, some oil. Well, Franco-Iberia definitely has a lot of room where they can expand. So hopefully they'll just ignore this part of the map and stay on their half of the continent. It's nicely divided by these mountains and canyons. So you know what? If you stay here, I'm not gonna bother you. I'm gonna stay on my side, and we can be friends until the end of the game. That would be nice, and I would have time to get rid of Brazilians here. But yeah, usually it doesn't stay like that. Okay, another virtue. I wanted colonist, so let's pop him, and I'll try to get to this tile as fast as I can. Quest decision. Oh, okay. I'm here. My bet is that when I pick, one option, it will lead to a neutral city appearing on the map, and I'm willing to bet that it's gonna end up on the tile where I want the city. I just know it. So which one is better? Either energy or culture, or food and energy. You can't get culture from trade routes only when you connect it to proper neutral cities. So let's at least have the option to get culture from our trade routes if we need that, and go with this one. We can always get food and energy from just normal trade routes. But I just hope this is not gonna spawn here. I know it will, but yeah, please. Established near our territory. Where is it? Oh, not here. Where is it? Oh, awesome. Good. Well, I wanted to pop a city here, my third city, but I can't change the location for the third city. I can go like in this direction and colonize the middle of the continent later. It's not such a big deal. But as you can see, it popped near a location where I wanted a city and prevented me from starting the city for quite a while. And I really was convinced that it's gonna end up here because quite often these cities pop near coast. Good, a bit of luck here, and we can send our colonists there. So let's go, buddy. I wish you luck. Hopefully, it's not gonna be, gonna get destroyed by some alien, but I don't think there is anything. And the turn. Okay, let me see what's here. Oh, really? I still can't get through? No passage here? Wow. So You can only get through this tile. Okay. I might have even problems getting my my explorers home before I get or until I get embarkation. Well, you'll see. Here, production. Um, hmm. How long is it gonna take until before we start having problems with health? I think I can still go with lab. Or actually, I can go clinic, lab, and then pharma lab. Or no, wait, I can't, because first thing I want is actually a colonist. And let's find out what's gonna be the fastest way to get it. Definitely want to look these tiles. And now where do we have production? Here is some production. Now it's 24 turns, 22 turns. How fast is gonna be here? That doesn't help. 22, 22, 22 everywhere. Still 22. Okay, seems like I can't speed this up more. So let's go with this. And you'll have to wait. I was hoping that uh, I'll be able to get them a bit faster. By the way, how long until next population? Maybe it's better to wait for the population first. 4 turns. 5 turns. I think I will wait for to get to population 5 and then go for the colonists. I'll just sink some production into the clinic. Okay, that sounds like a plan. And this will be all for this part. It's again a bit longer than I wanted to be, but yeah, we managed to get our first settler. We have worker, and we managed to get some actually quite a lot of research from resource spot. We finished the expedition, so not bad. In the next part, we'll start working on our secondary cities. So I hope you like this part. Join me for the next part again, and until then, have a good time, and bye bye.